Hello, this is Abigail, and these are the Tarotscopes for Aquarius season, Taurus sun, moon, and rising. All right, so my Taurus humans, this Aquarius season, we start off with a sun conjunct Pluto. It's a really intense moment, and it kind of colors and paints a wash across all of Aquarius season. With these, I do a mixture of tarot and astrology, and I wanted to get that out of the way. um, I don't like to fearmonger or anything, but it is important to know that this is a really pivotal moment, especially, going through Aquarius season, Pisces season, Aries season, and Taurus season, even. There's just so much happening from now until the summer. And even then, we've got, Uranus's ingress into Gemini, we have Saturn's ingress into Aries. All of the major outer planets, with the exception of Pluto, which has already moved, are moving into new signs. And because the way retrogrades work, Neptune and Saturn are going to be going back and then back in. So this transition isn't over till 2025. So as we enter this kind of first official season of 2025, just know that this is a year of shedding and release. We are currently in a Mars retrograde, which is really important. Not a whole lot's getting done. And then 2 weeks later, once we're done with that on the 23rd of February, we go into this Venus retrograde. So just know that if you're feeling stuck right now, if you're feeling as if a lot of stuff is falling away, it is. We also just had the nodes shift into different signs. They went from Aries and Libra into Pisces and Virgo, and those eclipses are going to hit end of Pisces season, beginning of Aries season. And you're like, Abigail, it's Aquarius season. Why are we talking about this? Because that pull is being felt all through it. And every time I draw cards, you can feel that energetic pull towards eclipse season, which is often what happens. But there's just the universe is vibrating at a very specific frequency right now, and it's a lot and it's overwhelming. I just wanted to let you know. Anyways, we're going to start off with your indicator card. We have self as your indicator card. This is the time to get in touch with who you are. I don't think a whole lot externally is going to happen by your innate action. The universe is going to be acting on you in a lot of ways, not to oppress or to harm, but to remove and make way for the things that are coming, especially when we go into 2026. And you're like, gosh, that's so far away. Astrologically, it's not really. And, the older I get, at least, especially past my Saturn return, time just moves so fast. So focus on yourself, focus on your innate needs and desires. This is also a call to listen to what you've been avoiding, to embrace the parts of self that might seem cumbrous or holding you back. A lot of times those little guys, those those little moments being held back are often protecting what we really need. There are some dreams and desires that are not built for our body and personality. We're influenced by the world around us. So just know that this is about getting to know who you are and what you want moving forward. And while it does feel arduous and tense, start to listen. And when things start to shake and shudder and pull away, let them go. The things that are meant for you will come back. I'm a Taurus sun, so I'm speaking to myself a lot in this moment, but it's a theme I'm seeing across the board for all signs, but especially with, Uranus being in Taurus right now and then going into Gemini later this year. This has been a long cycle for us. It has been destabilizing. Looking back through this transit, we are not the same people when it started, which was quite some time ago. So just let yourself be this season and let yourself become what you've always needed to be, not what you've always wanted to be. And it can be hard to go between who we want to be and who we truly are. But I think at the end of the day, it is so much more fulfilling to become who we are. The first card you start off with is the Three of Cups. This is about support and finding really deep, beautiful, meaningful connections. This is the time, my Taurus, is to dig deep. If you have Taurus placements, we're really affected by our environment. We're really affected by the world that is immediately around us. It's a lot. And, even if we are introverts, the people who are close to us are really pivotal and essential. We're ruled by Venus. We're very relational. So dig deep into those relationships. I also think with the nodal shift, the kind of final cleanse slash purge of, those friendships and relationships that were not compatible or equitable. Those are going away. Because, just because the node shifted doesn't mean it's over. We continue the story just in kind of a different vibration. Hopefully one that is progress. So look for those friends that are in harmony and alignment. And, it's hard because everyone is on different timelines and schedules, but look for the friends that are always there when you need them, not technically always there all the time. The people that you feel a really deep, communal, spiritual connection with consistently, not just the people who, um, are just available. We're looking for really deep, meaningful relationships this Aquarius season. Then we have the Daughter of Wands. And this is that reminder to have fun. Whenever I see the pages, which is what this card is in this deck, it's a call to be youthful. It's a call to approach things from an honest, not naive per se, but truthful place, a place of openness, engage with your passions in an open, honest way. I know it's hard because I'm one of these people, gig workers, people who work for ourselves, there's such a pressure to turn everything into some form of gain because we're in survival mode. But see if you can't engage with some of your passions in a non survival way, in a playful, spontaneous, just for the moment way. The wands are about passions and desires and the directions we want to go in life. As you're kind of rediscovering self, rediscover your wealth of passion and your desires. We're often taught that downtime is bad time. Downtime is the time where you really know what you want and also you refill and recharge. I have been jobless before, and that downtime is so stressful and painful that it does create this trauma response to constantly have to, like, you know, be searching for a job and working and trying to pull together your needs. And I'm not saying that that isn't valid, but it can cause us, when we have downtime, to never let ourselves truly enjoy and appreciate it for what it is. So whether you've been laid off or don't have work before or not, make sure that your downtime is downtime. Make sure it is not the time that you spend thinking that, oh, I'm being so lazy, all these kind of capitalistic, puritanical ideas that just aren't real or true. Let yourself rest. Let yourself engage honestly. Let yourself be in relationship with people simply for the joy of their presence. Going back to that Three of Cups. Then we have the Two of Swords. I do think we have some decisions coming up. I think they start in Aquarius season and peak around eclipse season, because in this card we do have an eclipse moon. Also with this card, it's not always either or. It can be both and. So make sure when you come up on decisions that you differentiate between, is this an all or nothing moment? Is this a maybe I can try something else while doing this as well? You know, we don't always have to pick the path right away. And I don't think with the Mars retrograde that it's going to be obvious or the right time to be like, well, that's it. I'm just going to do that. Obviously, trust your instinct on this. This is just a general reading, correct? You have your own life and your own needs, but make sure you do consider and understand where that's coming from and, look at decisions less as all or nothing and more as, what is the best option for you personally? And maybe that's a little bit of a couple of things. Then we do have, and I am excited for this, we do have a Three of Wands. I love a Three of Wands. To me, this is a portal card. There's a lot of more modern representations that represent this as a portal. This is one of them. This is the moment where there are a lot of really karmic and destined moments for you to step through some portals. So this is, because of the way the energy is, this isn't, the time for you to build portals. But if you see one, maybe trust it and maybe put your toe over the threshold and let the universe take you the rest of the way. Something that taught me last year under the card of strength is that it's not about doing these really grand, huge things, even though they happen. It's about taking that initial step that pulls you into that energy and brings you to the other side. So look for those portals. I think, like I said, this portal is going to continue through eclipse season and probably up until Taurus season. So, this isn't like a one and done moment. There's going to be a bunch of little portals that are going to really shape your path moving forward, especially as we're talking about you getting to know self and who you are and what you truly need and desire to move forward. And our last card, bottom of the deck, is Judgment. This moment feels very judgmenty. This is also a very Plutonian card. This is about, a final call, a moment of reckoning. I do love the imagery of this white bird rising out of the darkness. This is both a very dark and intense moment and a very beautiful releasing and freeing moment. And we kind of have to accept the duality of many wonderful moments having a lot of darkness and many dark moments having a lot of wonderfulness. So know that this is deeply pivotal. Know that it's going to be a lot, but hold on to those friends. Hang on to your passions and your desires and let them be culled and molded and shaped by the universe into something that truly aligns and speaks to you this Aquarius season. Anyways, my loves, I will see you in a different space and time. If you want to see more on the astrology of this season, please go check out my astrology of Aquarius season video, and I will see you later.